the rules of the game have to adapt if it's going to be.
And on that note, would you like to see how they do in rugby, where they stop the clock when they go up to a VAR?
Yeah, I would.
You would?
Yeah. I would.
Because just to read some interesting statistics, which definitely go under the radar. Like, I've not even considered this really till I saw it. So the opening weekend matches let's take the Newcastle-Arsenal game, for instance. Or in fact, no, let's go the extreme example. So Burnley-Southampton, right? The actual game lasted 59 minutes, so 97 minutes, right? The ball was in play for 45 minutes.
So they played a half.
So they played half of their game.
If that was 6-a-side, I'd go, I'm not paying for the full game.
Yeah, well, and the fans probably feel in a similar way.
They've seen half a game of football. You have to give... That's ridiculous.
So for them, it's half. For the Crystal Palace-Everton game, it was 97 minutes. Ball was in play for 48. Leicester-Wolves, 95 minutes. Ball was in play for 55. So it's not like you're just missing out.
So that sounds like it's kind of low average anyway.
Yeah, so it's low. There's a 10-12 minutes difference between the lowest and the highest. So the highest was Newcastle and Arsenal. It was 96 minutes at full time and 56 minutes. So it's half an hour of no action.
Okay.
So
that for the highest.
Yeah.
Half an hour.
Yeah. So
missed that.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I didn't realise it was that high.
Yeah, you wouldn't. And I mean, for the other one where you've only watched a half of football, you would never realise that. So I think the only remedy for that would be to do it as they do in rugby. Anytime the ball goes out of play, except for a throw-in, you'd have to stop the clock. Where he's lining up for free kick, stop the clock. And one of the suggestions that was being thrown around was, instead of 45-minute halves with stoppage time, do it how they do in rugby, but just do half-an-hour halves. So you've got 2 exact half-an-hour halves. You know exactly what you're getting, because we're getting less than that anyway. So how would you guys feel about that? Because for me,
I think just stop it and play the 45.
Yeah.
I don't agree with the half-hour halves.
I think half-hour half. That's steps away from like 11, like playing under 12s, under 11s.
The whole game.
That completely changes the game.
And I think
the level of like stamina and fitness completely.
Yeah.
Like
my main problem with that would be the excitement that you get in injury time. You know how many?
Yeah, like some of the best moments in football. Like how many of the best moments are last minute? Like
a lot of them. So you'd be
Spurs had about 8 last season.
Yeah, exactly.